Okay, I've been planning on making a video about this, and I got a friend who's gonna be working with some frames, and I thought she might find this useful. So, hope you're watching, Dana. And I'm gonna do it from the beginning. Okay, I've got this. Let's see, 100% waterproof. It's supposed to, 100% silicone. It's got to be 100% silicone. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a mold of a few little items. There's one of them. I got a plastic one, a metal one, a glass one. And I'm going to try this little pine cone just to see what happens. Just curious. But I had seen a video and learned some stuff about these that I didn't know. Well, first, let me add my soap. I've got this, which gives me asthma, but I'll deal with it. Yeah, I worked in a school cafeteria as a sub for like a year, and guess what we used, if it was a stronger version. So yeah, asthma every day. So I'm putting a good bit, just be on the safe side. There's other videos out there that might tell you exactly how much. And okay, with this little tip cutter, it says it right there, but I never noticed it before. I watched the video. So it cuts your tip off. And then you got this little piece. Not all of them have it, but this one does. Oh man. Okay. So I'll just jab it in there a few times. Make sure it's open good. And you get the silicone on your hands. Oh god. And I'll pull that in to pull this back. It smells good. Now you can use cornstarch, but to me the fumes are terrible with cornstarch with this, and I figure all that powdery stuff, you really need a respirator, or you're going to be breathing the silicone powder mixed with cornstarch into your lungs. My lungs are bad enough, so okay, so I'm just going to squirt this in the water, or soapy water, and it's cold water. Some people use ice, but I'm not going to. But today, I think it's supposed to get up to like 62, and then it's going to be cold, so I'm like, well, if I'm going to do it before spring, I need to do it now. I'm just going to squeeze the whole tube in here. But if you ever want to stop and seal it, it kind of will seal itself, but and then you can cut it a little shorter. But you can also use like duct tape or something on it. Maybe I shouldn't have done the whole tube. Okay. Alright. And then you reach in. You can put some soap on your hands, and that helps even more with it not sticking to your hands. Right there, I want to get that off. Oh, about put too much water. It's going to run out. And you just kind of work with it. And it'd probably be wise to wear gloves, because I guess it is a bunch of chemicals. And then it gets where you can handle it. And it smells just like dawn. Ooh. It's like I got a bunch of little worms and stuff in here. I'm adding to it, fishing them out. That's one thing. I tried reusing the soapy water before, but I end up with all these little pieces in there that start getting hard. So there might be a way around that. I'm just squishing it around. Looks like I got a little debris in it, but that'll be alright. And see, it's firming up. And once it starts firming up, it seems like you don't really have a whole lot of work time. But, so I'm going to do this frame. Say I'm doing a project and I'm like, oh man, I ran out of frame that I was using on something. I'll just make me a little piece. I'll put a little soap on it, protect it. Let's see. Let me change the angle of this if I can with my soapy hands. Okay. So now we got this kind of firm blob, and I'm going to put this back in the water, that blob. Okay, what I want to do is say this little piece. There we go, we'll pat it down. I'm going to lay it on top of that and then push it down. Okay. And the other little things. Find one of my blobs. I didn't want to waste a lot of silicone because this is not something I'm really going to keep, but okay. I press this plastic in here. Press the glass right there. Let's get another hump. And I didn't add any soap to those, so they won't stick though. It's sliding away. Okay, and this one's got to be pretty deep for the pine cone. Let's see. I'm just experimenting with this pine cone just to see what I can do. Okay, and I might try to make a copy of this. Okay, and now for the picture frame. If it ain't set up too much. Kind of flatten it out. Of course, you know, if you're doing a big piece, you'd want to use more than one tube, and I think you can add to it later. I've seen a video of another one doing it. Okay, drape it over the picture frame. Oh, got the end spot. Pat it down on it. Well, I didn't get the back side. I didn't get enough on it really, but you get the idea. And then later I'll use some of my putty and see what we come up with. Alright. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes, but it was probably ready before that. I had this piece that I was going to use. I just got it out of the water. And I thought, well, I can check it and see when it's ready, but I didn't need it a lot in the water. So it's still pretty squishy. So apparently that's an important step. Okay, there's one with a little necklace. Let's see if you can. I'll take them in a little bit and put some putty in them, see what we get. Okay, and here's the one with the kitty cat. I about pushed him all the way to the, I don't know if that's opening or not. But if it was, I could put some more. Silicone will stick to silicone. So I could put some more on there, except I'd have to do the water and all that again, so I'm not going to for this. You know, if it was something important, I would. And there's the little eyeballs. Okay, this slid into each other and stuck together. And then there's that. It's dirty inside. And apparently I'm in the habit of pushing them down too far. And then here's the pine cone. I'm curious to see what the putty will look like. I'll probably put putty in them, then stick them in the freezer because it's the air dry putty and it'd take a while to dry. So I'll put the putty in here and stick them in the freezer and then pull them out and see what they look like. And with this, like if you went to fill this up, it's all floppity. So if I can get it back to the place where it was, you'd probably use modeling clay, but I got some of my grandson's Play-Doh. But it won't cover the whole thing. You know, if I was serious about needing this piece, I'd get some kind of clay and build up like a little shape around it, so that when I go to stick my putty in it, you know, it wouldn't be all floppity. But for now, I'll use Play-Doh if I can get it out. Well, this Play-Doh's about had it. Yeah, this Play-Doh's so stiff, I don't know if it'll work. But anyway, I shape it around it. You know, anything that would just hold the shape for you. Of course, I could use, well, I don't want to use that much of my putty for this. So, like when the Play-Doh hardens, that'll help hold that up. And then, you know, if I was doing it seriously, I'd want a big piece to cover the whole length. So, if the Play-Doh dries in time for me to try to make a copy of this, I'll probably just cut this part off and then try to make a mold of just this little section. Or I don't know what you call the piece that you get out of the mold. Okay. And I'll be back. Okay, I've got them out of the freezer. Let's try to get this little gun out. That come out pretty good. And then just, if you didn't wipe it off good, you can just cut that off or pull it off the edges. So there's that. It's already starting to thaw out and get soft. So I guess I better hurry. I don't remember which one. Maybe this is the pine cone. Not bad for a quick job. I might thaw this out and use it again, this putty. And then the cat didn't turn out too good. I don't know if I didn't push the clay down in it. Now one thing, if you had a little box or something it wouldn't give while you're poking stuff down in it. That would help a lot. So yeah, the cat don't look too great. And there's the little toy eyes. I'll take the extra off. Neatly if you were going to use it. I got on sunglasses because it's extra light. Sets off headaches. So I can't really see what I'm doing. But those turned out pretty good. And then here's a, what do you call that, empty casing. Let me pull my glasses up. I don't know if you can read the writing or not. I don't have my bifocals handy. There's that. Okay, now for the big one. And I just kind of cupped this because I didn't want to wait on Play-Doh to dry. So I kind of cupped it and smushed it in so it wouldn't match frame good. If I'd let this dry, it would. But you know, I noticed when I was doing that birdhouse, this stuff seems to shrink when it dries. So, let's see. I put it in the freezer and propped it up with a frozen burrito. I thought, well, I gotta tell them that. But yeah, okay. See, that one didn't turn out too good. But you get the gist. I was working really fast. Now it looks like the mold took good, but my putty didn't. So maybe it kept shifting since I was, you know, just cupping it with my hand. Because the mold looks fine. You know, it's got the little details up here. So if you know, actually made, see, this is still flexible. If you actually made, you know, a good hard thing and then put your putty in, it'd probably work better. But you can get the gist of it. So, I just wanted to share that, and now I'm going to try to let this thaw out. See? I can probably reuse all this. But anyway, I want to do a really quick sloppy video in case Dana needed some ideas. Yeah, that's pretty good right there, ain't it? But it seems like the cornstarch one makes a better mold, but I really hate, oh, the smell is awful. But you can look up making molds with soap and water, or making molds, well, soap, water, and silicone, or making molds with cornstarch and silicone. And you can find, you know, a lot of where they make them. I mean, it really look great. Great looking molds. I was just throwing this together really quick since it was a nice sunny day, and I know I knew somebody that was going to be starting, you know, working with that stuff. So, thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe and hit like, and thanks a lot.